Just to let you know the situation in Kathmandu, that the bankers are in difficult period. We have to say that they are in the difficult period. Many of the banks, some of the staffs are at home, some of the staffs are in office, some of the staff are in isolation because of the COVID-19, and it is because of that probably we need to find the right timing for the training programs. So far our experience, we tried various models. Now there are some banks who are running this customized program. NISU is coordinating that program also. They are doing 7 to 9 in the morning. That is a customized program. And we thought probably it would be good to run this program in the evening 6 to 8. This is how we did announce. But many of the bankers they were saying probably the timing is not right. That is what they said. So once some nomination has come and we are not able to change the timing as well, because for some they have already nominated the delegates. If we change the timing, probably it will be not right. That is why, and we just stick on the timing that we have announced in the program. So the best timing so far is Friday and Saturday, even Friday also afternoon. Let's say Friday 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday. That is the best time for us, for the bankers over here. So if we are able to run some of the programs on Friday and Saturday, probably we may get a little bit more participation from the bankers than we have right now in this program. So my suggestion to Dattaji and Joyantaji is that if you have any plan more, and we will be talking again, then let us plan for Friday and Saturday. If the course if the course demands for 18 hours or 20 hours, then let us continue for 2 Friday and 2 Saturday. This 2 Friday or 2 Saturday. This is how our 5 hours Saturday, 3 hours in Friday, 8 hours, and the same 16 hours program we can design in that way. Number one, and we need to keep the delegates busy during weekdays as well. For example, this Friday and Saturday we did some programs. For example, we did some courses. Then let us give some talks to them on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So in the 5 days, whatever we have taught for 2 days, we can give them assignment, we give them reading materials, we can give them some taste for the course we did. So this is how we can just keep them engaged with the knowledge, so that they will be doing some exercises, some case studies, some learning, some tests also. This is how probably we have to move forward in the future. Those are the things that I just wanted to let you know if we have to do some program online. Now, physically, we have started doing some program physically. We have announced the Board of Directors training program, physical programs in Kathmandu. That is what we have already done. We have also announced a physical training in India right now. We have done already that one. NISU is coordinating that course. That course is on for MSME. That course is for MSME, and we are coordinating. We are collaborating with Centurion University in Odisha. So and the president of that Centurion University is also my friend. So we collaborated with that university, and we have announced the physical training on MSME. And let's see how the banks react to this. We are still yet to. We are still, there is a celebration. Let me close the door.
I do understand.
Yeah. So with the university also and Dattaji also, we will be planning some physical training in Pune also. We'll work it out. Let us plan. Let us just think what course would be very good in Pune, and what we can do. What are the logistics? Where we will be running such courses? Definitely, bankers from Nepal, they would love to go to Pune, they would love to go to Bombay and do some courses over there. So we can just think of right now. We can make a decision, but we can just think right now. Maybe by April or May, June, probably at the time we may be able to have the physical training as well, in collaboration with you all. So we are also releasing a course to America. That has already been decided. That is from April 25 to April 29. That is the training program we are running in collaboration with Westcliff University. We have already entered into an agreement and we have signed the agreement, and we are launching that program, and we will see if there are participant delegates, we'll go over there. If not, fine. Means we have to go on testing. We have to go on testing. We have to go and see how the market reacts. We have to go on the new normal life. It's very difficult today. I have seen that one of the veteran banker in Nepal, he has died because of the coronavirus. It is a sad for the banking industry in Nepal. He is a veteran. He was the deputy CEO of the Janata Bank. Prithvi Shrestha. I can see in the Facebook that he died because of the corona. He means even the age is less than us. Means we are in 65, 64, 65. He should be around 52, 53, 54, around 55, in 52, 55. That is what my assumption is. But he collapsed because of the corona. So it depends upon our own immune system. But still, let's move on. Let's move on. With this again, thank you, Jayantaji, for taking these classes. We'll be keeping in touch with you. Thank the Dattaji again. We'll be collaborating with you. Thanks my colleagues from banks who have joined this program. I know now my request to all the participants, all the delegates is that, see, we are running course and our course is exceptionally high quality. That is what I can say. Now it is the delegates who have to say that. But I do feel that based on the information that you have been sharing in the WhatsApp, and based on the courses and based on the exercise that we have been doing, I can sense that the course was very, very effective. I can sense from that, and probably Shankarji and other will share their views, how they feel about the courses. They will share their views. So we'll be having all the courses with a similar pattern. Even though it is long, 20 hours, we'll stick to our quality. We will not compromise with the quality. If the course requires 20 hours of teaching, we will split it into 2 Friday and 2 Saturday. This is how we will do it. This is the way we'll run the courses in the future. With this, again, thank you all. Thank you, our delegates. Thank you, the banks who have nominated our participants. Thank you, Nishu, for being together for the last 13 days and running these courses, with being together with us. With this, back to Nishu. Is there anything else? Nishu, back to Nishu. Nishu, take the floor again.
Thank you so much, Binod sir. I think Bhatta sir wanted to say something in between, but Binod sir was speaking, so I couldn't listen. Tata Gupta sir, you were trying to say something in between. So you are on mute.
In fact, we take so much of pride in associating with BFIN for conducting this particular program, and since September, we have organized almost 6 HR analytics batches with Professor Jayanta, and I was interacting with Jayanta sir a couple of days back. According to him, this is the best batch in terms of quality of participants that he has got in those 6 batches that he has done, and it shows the quality of training, the quality of the entire process operations, which Dr. Atreya was just speaking of. And we are really excited for our future association, sir, with you, and we assure that we will do great work with BFIN. And as Dr. Atreya was saying, that BFIN has got associated with Centurion University, that is in the state of Orissa in Bhubaneswar. And I take a lot of pride in saying that I belong to this city, Bhubaneswar, and Dr. Vibhuti Mishra, who happens to be the founder chairman of Centurion University, happens to be a very good friend of mine. So there are so many common things which is coming up, and this is really exciting me to take up a lot of good works with BFIN. And in the end, I must congratulate each and every participants from different banks of Nepal who have shown the interest of acquiring knowledge with the commitment to be with Professor Joyanto for 14 days, including today. And I am sure you all have got fantastic training knowledge. And I do hope that you apply all those knowledges immediately at your workplace. And I wish you all a great professional career. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Datta Gupta sir.
And Professor Joyanto Chakravarti, my greatest respect and thanks to you too.
Thank you so much, Datta Gupta sir. You have been really supportive. And then Live to Win, who is the knowledge partner with us for this HR Analytics program and for future program with us. We'd like to thank both of them, and again Jayanta sir also. So Jayanta sir, anything you'd like to say a few words?
Yeah, first of all, Datta Gupta sir has said that this is a very intelligent batch, and I totally agree. But more than intelligence, what I appreciate most about everyone is the sincerity. Because I also understand, I also work at a very senior position. I have to attend board meetings and a lot of things. So I fully understand people at a senior position, it's so difficult to actually come to a classroom, take out time, sit patiently, attend it, and then as Vinod sir has said, I give a lot of exercises, okay, a lot of assignments I give. And the reason I told you there is a reason behind it, that this is not just a theory lesson to teach you something, it is a skill development session. The focus was on skill development, and that is the reason I actually demonstrated a lot of softwares. I actually gave so many assignments, and you have done it. All of you have sincerely done it, and today we culminate with a capstone project, which is a real-life, simulated real-life scenario, which you are going to present on. We are eagerly waiting to see that. My association with Nepal and Kathmandu is long, actually. It was almost some 7 years back I have been, and that is thanks to again Datta Gupta sir. Datta Gupta sir knows Nepal and Kathmandu much more than me. He has worked there. He has got a lot of friends in Nepal and Kathmandu, and he was the person who introduced me to Nepal and Kathmandu. And that time also I found, I have taken sessions in Yak and Yati Hotel, and with other top organizations in Nepal, I have taken sessions, and all was because of Datta Gupta sir. He has been the catalyst, and and he has been my boss also. So he has been somebody who has mentored me, coached me, and now we are very good friends also. So I owe a lot to him. Thanks, Vinod sir. It has been a great association with you. You are also a very sincere person. You have brought a lot of learning in these sessions also. Thank you very much. We look forward to a long association. And the person who has been working very hard for this is Nishu ma'am. Okay, she has coordinated creating the sessions, connecting with everybody, ensuring everybody comes on time, and coordinating with everything. She has done a lot of hard work. Our sincere, heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to you, ma'am. You are very young, and again, the kind of hard work and sincerity you are putting, you will surely go a long way. And of course, Vinod sir, with Vinod sir's mentoring, we should be doing very good. So thank you, everybody. And so with everybody's support, we can start the presentations right now.
Yes, I think so. So
Yeah.
anyone who would like to go first?
I think we'll start with Pushpa ma'am, if you are ready, madam. You have been the most active in all the sessions. Pushpa ma'am, are you ready?
This time I'm not sure like if I've done it properly or not. Yes.
No, it's not about proper. We just want to see whatever the way you interpret. Please understand that things can be interpreted in different manners. Okay, that is the expertise. I have just given the tools. Now you will be applying your expertise. That is all we want to see. You are not school students, so don't be afraid I'll fail you. Okay, you will not pass the test. Nothing like that. It's all about applications. Ma'am, we'll start with you. Pushpa ma'am.
Okay, just a second, sir.
Yeah, please share your screen.
Can you see, sir?
Yes. Okay, ma'am, just stop for a minute. I'll just give a background to Datta Gupta sir and Vinod sir also. That this is a case study about two organizations which are merging. One organization has got two organizations in total have got 35 employees, but after merging they cannot keep all 35. They can keep only 25 employees. So now there has to be a decision on who will be the CEO, who will be the region level managers, and who will be the sales officers. So like that, who will stay from which organization, that has to be decided. This is the case study which the participants will present with data analysis. Yeah, ma'am, please.
Good evening, everyone. Here I am Pushpa Shrestha from Kumari Bank and presenting on Capstone project on HR Analytics. This is the analysis of sales team, data of ABC and XYZ companies we were given. Both companies, we have the data of the target with the achievement, and we also have got the data of experience of each employee. There were 35 employees, including both the companies. So we have to decide on who will become the sales manager, and we'll be taking only 26 employees in total, and 9 employees will be asked to leave. So what I did is first, I just calculated ROI for of each employee for the 3 years, 16, 17, 17, 18, and 18, 19, by using the formula achievement by CTC that was given. So then after that, I got 3 years ROI and average ROI I calculated, and I just checked if there is any correlation between the age that was given with ROI. So while checking the correlation between age and ROI of every employee, it seems that for ABC company it is 0.19, which is a low correlation between the age and the ROI. Means performance, and XYZ is 0.54, which is a moderate correlation. And again, I just check with the correlation between experience and the performance. So for both companies, for ABC, it was negative correlation. So it was totally different for ABC, while for XYZ, it is again moderately correlated. So since both age and experience were not strongly correlated with ROI, so analysis in terms of CTC of each employee with ROI is done. So what I did is first, I just make the list of the employee who were earning 15 lakhs. So I grouped them and just checked with the average or ROI. I took out the mean of the only the employees who were earning 15 lakhs. So based on the data, all the ROI seems to be nice. Like E1, E8 was under 300%. Rest all were performing good. Though they were not performing whole year properly. Like in some year they were in negative performance, and some for some year they were doing good. So again, I just check with the employees who were earning 10 lakhs, because I just want to check if the cost we were the companies were making in reference to cost and performance, if it is okay or not. So here also I found the average ROI and mean. Just here also all the performance are above 300. So again, 4 to 5 lakhs I just segregate. Here in this case, I just found like many, since the target was also low, maybe that is the reason that the average ROI was also low, but some were doing below 200. So here I got some case over here. So this is for the 2 to 3 lakhs. This was also doing good. All were above 200. So they were only given 2 to 3 lakhs, and even experience was also low in this case. So therefore, after looking into the ROI and on CTC basis, so I found 300% of the 300% seems to be poor performer, while should be asked to leave less than the 300%. So I just did the analysis in this way. So all the ROI were measured, and what I see is E17 was the top performer. I just ignored the experience and the CTC here. But E17, despite of not earning high, is the best performer. Though ROI of every year was not in positive trend, but still he is a high performer in terms of average ROI. So in this way, I just figure out E17 as the sales manager, and risk E20, E1, E2. I need 5 sales head teams. So for the zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just not south. So I got it E20, E1, E2 assigned as the zone head, and I have to take out 8. I have to ask them to leave. So the here figures trend lines was like below E3, I think so. So below E3 is going down, and E20 from E23 to E22 is the total down, very low ROI. So I decided in this way, and after merger of ABC and XYZ company, I got these numbers. Sales manager is E17, sales team heads is E20, E1, E2, E14, 11, and sales officer 20 sales officer, while 9 were asked to leave, who were performing below 300%. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pushpa ma'am. Actually, this was what the way we work in analytics. First of all, setting up a benchmark, which you did very nicely, in fact, because it is very difficult decision. Asking somebody to leave is a very painful decision. At the same time, if you are giving a top position to somebody, others will protest that why he or she, why not me? So there will be a lot of controversy, there will be a lot of pain. This is a very delicate situation, in fact, when two organizations are merging, and some people will get top responsibilities, some people will get new responsibility, and some people will be asked to leave. So it is always better that we use statistical measures, which you have done actually very nicely. You have done setting that benchmark and then deciding that anybody who is on top of the benchmark will get the top position. People who are on the mid-range in the benchmark, they get the leadership positions below that. And people who are come to almost to the bottom of that thing, they will be asked to leave because statistically it is proven that they have not made it up to that mark. Okay, so it's a competitive scenario which gets displayed through that statistical means. So that is the objective of HR analytics, to remove the human bias and justify with numbers and formulas and calculations that whatever decisions we are taking, it is through data analysis. It is not through a human bias or emotion. Thank you very much, ma'am. Very nice first.
Actually, I just tried to do it in SPSS as well, but for this SPSS was not required, so I did
Yeah,
it.
SPSS, in all things SPSS doesn't work actually. Somewhere Excel is good. Excel is also a very powerful software. So don't ignore Excel. But yes, I told you multivariate analysis, Excel becomes difficult, then we shift to SPSS.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So Shankar sir, would you like to present next? Shankar sir, are you ready with your presentation?
Yes, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, friends.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, as Pushpa ma'am said, I have just, like I want to share something. We both have a same interpretation on the slide. Let me share the screen. Sir, did you get my screen?
Yes, we can see, sir. Please proceed.
PPT or Excel?
Excel. You can see the Excel.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Let me start. Before starting my presentation, I would like to show my calculation, how I can measure and how I appointed the sales manager, sales officer, and to whom I asked to leave the organization. This is my calculation that Pushpa ma'am just said. I have also calculated same thing. I first of all I have calculated ROI of 3 years, that is 2017, 18, and 19. And what I did different, that I use my own logic. I calculated all the employees in a rank basis. That is, you can see in the, first of all, I calculated mean of the each achievement of the each employee, and that I find out the standard deviation, and then I calculated the range, who has performed in the below range and the high range, and finally I got the result of all each individuals. Let me share the PPT and then you'll get clear. Just a minute. Maybe something is wrong with my PPT.
Or sir, if you want, you can explain with Excel sheet also. If the PPT is not working, with Excel
No,
also.
it's working. It's working, sir. I'm doing just a minute. Okay.
It happens, it happens sometimes. Our computers become hanging and those kind
Sir,
of
did you
things.
get my PPT?
No, sir, it is not coming.
I'm sharing.
We can see
I-
your
I'm
file.
seeing-
We can see your file just up on the PPT.
You can click on the file, sir. If you click on the file, I think it will start.
Just a moment, sir.
Yes, we can see now.
Now we can see. Yes.
Now we can see. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So I'm going to give my presentation on Capstone project on HR Analytics. Good evening, everyone. My name is Shankar Pokhrel. We have been associated with the team of Vipin and the Jayanta sir since 14 or 15 days, maybe. Today is 16 days.
Yeah. Yes.
Saturday before 16 days, we have started on the Saturday, same day. This is the data analysis of two merged company, which is ABC sales company and XYZ sales company. The data is analysis on the basis of ROI of all employees that we have got in positive result of each and every employee. But it's very difficult to, find out the who one is the best performer and who one is not a good performer, and who need to ask to leave the organization. That's why I have calculated on the basis of the rank that they have achieved on the 3 years achievement on the sales target. And next one is the year-to-year growth and year-to-year achievement. That I found the result on my decision according to my calculation using various standard tools. That is, the company should return on from the ABC sales company E17 to E21, and the company should retain the employee from XYZ sales company E20 to E31. That I will again present on the Excel sheet. The employee to be asked to leave from ABC cells E9 to E18. Employee to be asked to leave from XYZ cells E21 to E30. The criteria for finalizing the roles is on the basis of experience they have under their cells. And the major criteria that I have chosen to calculate of each and every employee's that is ROI on the basis of CTC, consistency in performance, year-to-year growth, and year-to-year target versus achievement. That I have found the result that is E17 should be hired as a sales manager from company ABC, and sales head to be hired 5 people from 3 people from ABC company and 2 people from XYZ, 2 employees from XYZ. Or sales team to be presented here in the seat ABC company and XYZ. That is A1, E1 to E35. That is my calculation sheet. You can see my PPT.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It seems.
Yeah. Okay. I have calculated here. My sheet is presented here. I have merged all the data in one sheet, and I have calculated variance on the achievement versus target. You can see in 2017 to 18, 18 to 19, and 19 to 20. And I have calculated separately ROI in each year of each employee on the basis of lower range and higher range, which determine on the standard deviation and the mean both. You can see from the top, I have calculated on the each of every employee on their rank according to their achievement in the each and every year. First red colored to be asked to leave, and the E17 to be hired as a sales manager, and remaining E1 to E35 hired to be a sales officer, and E6 to E31 hired to be a sales team head. The basis that I have chosen, the criteria, how I can selected the each and every individual person, we can see that the sales manager employee E17 should be given sales manager position as the ROI return is the highest among other staff members. Also, the given data falls under the range of normal distribution in all 3 years. He has achieved the highest range among all the employee. That's why the company should give him as a sales manager. The sales team employee E6 to E31 should be given sales team head position as the ROI return is the comparatively consistent and it is an increasing trend among other staff members. Also, the given data falls under the range of normal distribution in all 3 years. However, sales officer that we have calculated in the average mean, employees E1 to E35 should be given as a sales officer. Similarly, the employee E9 to E30 should be asked to leave as the ROI does not look attractive and their performance is not justifiable. The amount of CTC that they are drawing in case of E16, E18 separately notice provided. Same as Jayanta sir already said that we should not ask to employ leave their job, leave their responsibility, because they might be good for the next year. If they are not performing this year, he or she might get chance to perform their best possibility in next year. That's why I approach it below. In case of E7, E15, even if the data does not fall under the range, his ROI seems to be in increasing trend. We should look the each and every employee's ROI achievement on the basis of their performance in each and every years, and we can calculate however he or she can perform for next year or not. But we should analyze what is the weakness of that employee, and we should keep them training. We should give them motivation factor so that he or she can perform in the next year. That's why E15 can do good performance in the next year. That's why we need to give a chance to develop him or her. Therefore, there is room for improvement in E15 case. If properly training is provided, E15 can certainly excel in the sales. Same as in case of E16, E18, they have exceeded their given target, but still it would not be justified to retain them in the organization because the ROI is not satisfactory. Also, given the number of year and experience they have, that definitely would not want to report to the employee with lesser experience. That will be an ego class. Maybe the employee have a certain problem. Therefore, it will be best to let them go or else retain them in the organization as the sales consultant or create a higher position like VP of sales, etc. case the organization want to retain them. Thank you.
So, very nice analysis you have done. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Shankar sir, very nice analysis. Although the results will come same for everyone, but see, the approach will be different. The way Pushpa ma'am did it, you did it in a different way. And what you have used in our consultancy, we call it the heat map. What is a heat map? Basically, we actually classify colors. Okay, this red color that you have shown that they have to be asked to leave. Okay, and green color is that their job is safe. So this is what we do in a data visual. We call it data visualization. We do great, so which you have used very nicely and very professionally. You have gone in depth into the data, and see, even I gave a lot of examples from Google, but even Google also asks people to leave because there are certain constraints under which people cannot continue. But what Google does for the employees is that they say that we'll give you outplacement. You are talent. Everybody is a talent, like the way we are seeing that everybody on an ROI is almost good. We should not ask them to leave, but then organization has a constraint. So what is that constraint? What is that benchmark we need to justify? Not basis of emotion. It has to be based on numbers. We need to ask these people that, sorry, we could not keep you, but yes, we'll find good opportunities for you, and maybe in future we can bring you back if things improvises like that. But everything has to be based on numbers, removing the human bias. So again, a very nice thing, and I feel really nice that you have absorbed the learning and giving such incisive analysis to the problem. It's a very critical problem what we are discussing. Two organizations merging and some people being asked to leave, some people being promoted, and some people being asked to work in executive positions. How do we decide? Not without human bias or favoritism. It's basis of statistics and numbers. Very nice presentation, Shankar sir. Shankar sir and Pushpa madam and everybody, please mail me also your presentation. Pushpa madam, I've got your presentation. Others mail me also, send me an email. So next, can we have Vivek sir presenting? Vivek sir.
Yes, Jayantaji, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see that Shankarji has put a lot of efforts, and I can sense that
very nice.
there is a transfer of knowledge from you to Shankarji, and I'm very happy to see the work that done by the Shankarji and Pushpaji as well. Definitely, this is a training where my colleagues, my delegates have learned some skills. It is visible now. Thank you very much for your efforts, and thank Shankarji and Pushpaji. I can see that you have done something great. Now my request is, as Jayantaji has said, now try to implement whatever you have learned in your organizational setting, and try to see what works best in your organization. You have learned some techniques right now, and those techniques has to be tested in your own organization. It may not be all that you will be applying, but you may be able to apply some, or you have been applying, or you have been doing it. So just now you can see that you can verify that it is working on well. So
Yeah,
Thank
very
you,
nice.
thank you, Shankarji, for your good efforts.
Vivek sir, are you ready with your presentation?
Yes, sure, sir.
Yeah, sir, if you can start.
So thank you so much, Jain sir. And of course, let me share my gratitude to Jain sir for his wonderful session we had been having since 14-15 days. And also thanks Bipin for the wonderful opportunity they have created
Yeah.
for the platform.
Vivek sir, sorry to disturb you, but there is some kind of noise. It's disturbing your voice.
On my side,
Yes, sir, it's disturbing your voice. Actually, when you're speaking, it's disturbing your voice.
okay. So let me allow to arrange some other options in between other Khan theaters presentations. I'll be joining again. Further, I'll
Okay,
be
sure,
joining
sure, sir.
with the quality of my sessions here.
Sure, sir. Because while you're speaking, we could not hear you properly. Okay.
So let me arrange that first. So I request answer to transfer the session to other.
Okay, sure, sure, sir. Thank you. Jayanta sir, you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Somebody else can
So-
present?
Yeah, Vivek sir just said he'll be joining from other device and he'll be presenting. Till then,
Okay.
sir, Gokul sir, okay, Gokul sir,
Yeah, Gokul sir. Gokul sir, are you
Gokul sir is
ready?
not here. Okay, he came. So Manoj sir and Gokul sir is here. They are from the same organization. So Manoj sir and Gokul sir, will you
Okay, together you can present.
or the different one? Gokul sir and Manoj sir.
Do you want to present together?
Manoj
Good
sir.
evening.
Hello.
Everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we can hear you, sir.
Actually, I am sorry to saying it, but I have not prepared the presentation
Okay, no problem.
because I was busy in other works in emergency. So
Sir, you
I
can
think
make
Gokul
it and
sir has
email it.
prepared.
You can make it and email it to me.
Yes, yes, sir. Gokul sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Yes.
I am here.
Please. Yes, yes. Do you want to
Gokul
present?
sir, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Please start.
I calculate from only from target and Egypt. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, Gokul sir. Hello. Yeah.
I calculate from target and Egypt, and it just calculate from this calculate from 3 years Egypt percentage and calculate average Egypt percentage. And my presentation is from I am Gokul. From this more equipped percentage from, oh sorry, what's the problem? I just graph CTC versus weightage average performance and versus experience. My result is a sales manager to E6 and sales team head. 190 to 122 data found E23, E9, E15, E26, and E34. I calculate from different types, from equipped and target and equipped, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine, sir. Did you do a PPT or only Excel?
On Excel and PPT, PPT is not so, sir.
Okay. You have a
PPT also here.
Yeah, we can
Please
just
show
see the
the-
Excel sheet, so we cannot see the PPT, Gokul sir.
PPT. 1 minute, sir. PPT. No. Can you see? PPT,
No.
PPT?
No.
No, sir.
No.
I think you had the same issue like Sankar sir. So once I think you can stop sharing and you can share again, we can see that.
What's problem? Post 1 minute, sir. Stop share.
Gokul sir, हजुरले एकचोटि stop sharing गरेर फेरि share गर्नुभयो भने देखिन्छ कि sir?
What's?
Okay, please do share again, then I think it will be better.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it, sir.
Yes.
sir.
Baby.
No,
Baby.
Can you see, sir?
yes, so we can see.
I calculate only from target and equip, sir.
Okay.
And in the result, this found E6 salesman for E6 sales manager, sales team head E23, E9, E15, E26.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Again, same kind of results are coming, but in different approaches that you have taken. You have taken different parameters, which is good. Okay, so good that you have learned how to actually do it, and that is what you need to apply also in your work when you do. Okay, next, who wants? You can, sir, stop the presentation. Please stop the presentation. So please stop the presentation.
Stop. Yes, sir. Okay.
So,
Vivek sir is here, so Jayanta sir.
okay, Vivek sir, you are ready?
Hello, Vivek sir.
Avash sir, you want to present? Avash Adhikari. Vivek sir, some problem is there.
Vivek sir, we cannot hear you. You are on mute right now.
Audible clearly or not?
You are audible, sir, but it's the same way, like the same way we heard before. So,
I
Jayanta
think
sir,
Awas can start the presentation for now. Awas, are you ready?
okay.
Avash sir, are you ready?
Okay, I will present now, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Am I audible at first?
Yes.
And can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. I'm Abbas Adhikari, working in Jyoti Life Insurance. So this presentation is made by both of us, Vivek sir and me. We both discussed yesterday, also today as well, and we prepared this slide. Okay, so the topic of the case study topic of the presentation was the capstone project data, where we have to analyze the analyze by using various methods to know how to whom to hire or whom to fire. So the case background was that AVC and XYZ are two organizations that are going through a merger process. AVC current has a 20 employees in sales, whereas XYZ currently has 15 people in sales. So after the final merger, the team size should be 26. So here is the list of the staff that should be there after the merger. So you can see there should be one sales manager, whereas 5 team heads and 20 sales officer, whereas rest of them should be leaving the organization. So at first I analyzed the AVC sales team data, where where this was the data provided to us in the case study, where you can find out the experience of the 20 employees, the CTC of the 20 employees, whereas 2018 to 2019 and 2019 to 2020 target and achievement of the 20 employees. On the basis of that, at first I calculated ROI. As you can see, the ROI of the employee 17 and employee 20 seems to be more than the others comparatively, whereas the average range is from 600 to 800. There was an average range of ROI of ABC team. After that, I also tried to prepare a trend analysis of sorry, I think it should be AVC, but XY. Okay. I also tried to prepare a trade analysis of AVC sales team, where I compared the latest ROI with the first ROI. After that, I prepared a trend analysis on the basis of I wanted to see whether the staff ROI is stably moving or it's fluctuating. After that, I prepared I had the data of XYZ sales team, where there were 15 employees with all the experiences, CTC, the target, and the achievement in the figures. With this data, I calculated ROI of the XYZ sales team, where employee 25, employee 31st, and employee 34th ROI seems to be higher. So, and on the basis of that, I also again prepared a trend analysis of XYZ sales team, where I compared the both recent ROI with the first year ROI. On the basis of that, I prepared a ROI, which came to know that employee 22 has a good trend analysis rate. So by comparing both data, I came to a conclusion that employee 17 should be the sales manager, whereas employee 1, 20, 29, 34 should be the sales team head. You can also see the sales, the 20 number of employees in sales officer, whereas by comparing both the trend analysis and ROI, the 9 staff should leave the organization. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You can stop the presentation. Yeah. Okay. So Vivek sir and our sir, I think the same presentation, both of you.
We didn't have same presentation.
Both of you have worked together.
Yeah, we discussed. But definitely the presentations are different. He has his own, and I do have my own. Am I audible now? Am I clear?
Not getting it, but anyway, I think we are done with the presentations. Anybody is left?
I think Vivek sir wanted to present.
Anybody is left?
You want to present? If you want to present.
Am I audible clearly?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Are you there, Nishimara?
Yes, sir. Vivek sir want to present now. He has the different presentation to present.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I was not getting the sound disturbance. Nishu ma'am, all are done?
No, sir, Vivek sir is there. Vivek sir wanted to present.
Nishu, no worries, because even I do have a problem with my PPT, because I just connected from the phone, and phone is not supporting PPT documents. So
okay.
Let's consider ours and mine.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, no problem, sir. You can email Jayanta sir the presentation.
Definitely, sure.
Yeah.
So I think we are done with the presentations.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So fine, it has been very nice interacting with all of you, and there has been a lot of learning that we call it a collective learning. And what we saw today is a very interesting thing, because ultimately result is the same, but there were different approaches being used. All of you, why I wanted this presentation is that I have given you different tools, but all tools are not to be used everywhere. Okay, so you have to, that is why you are managers, you have to use that judicious mix of the tools, and you have to take a decision on which one to use. Having said that, what I said in this analytics session is that first of all, please collect numbers, collect the data. If you are taking a decision, first collect the data. Once you collect the data, data does not make any sense. So you convert the data into percentage. When you convert the data into percentage, starts making sense. Okay, then you do a benchmarking. Okay, that how are you doing in terms of your organization? How is your competitors doing? What is the industry benchmark? Are you doing better than the industry? Well and good, excellent. If you are doing not better than industry, then you have to work hard and reach up to those standards. Okay. Then I said the problem that happens in organizations is that we make a lot of assumptions, and assumptions create bias, and then everybody is unhappy. Okay, human bias comes in. So what you need to do, of course, all of us have got assumptions on different scenarios. What you need to do is convert those assumptions into hypotheses. As I trained you, you have to convert it into two hypotheses. One is called null hypothesis. One is called alternate hypothesis. Once you have defined the hypothesis, then there are tabulated values. I have shown you all these tables, but you don't have to bother about the tables because you can use softwares. Okay, so with these softwares, you can do calculations. What kind of calculations? You can do univariate calculation, you can do bivariate calculation, you can do multivariate calculation. Univariate is when we are taking a single data at a time. I have given you example of Z calculations, how we do it. Bivariate is correlation, regression, what you did today are all bivariate when we take two data at a time. And multivariate is when we take all the data at a time. I have taken you through conjoint analysis, cluster analysis, factor analysis. Okay, all these analyses are multivariate. Okay, where we took all the data at a time and then we analyzed it. So do this analysis and then find out that which hypothesis is correct. The null hypothesis is correct or alternate hypothesis is correct. One more thing, the last thing that I gave to you is that instead of presenting data in the form of Excel or in the form of reports or PPT, we can use dashboards. So I've shown you softwares with which we can do dashboards. And if you don't want to do it, this sophisticated softwares like Tableau, you can also do it with Excel. So I've given you a video which explains step by step how to do in Excel. So if you can, do the dashboard or you can get the dashboard made by somebody, it gives a very powerful presentation layer. So this was about it. Thank you very much. We would like to continue the relationship. So the WhatsApp group will be there. Anything you want, you can always share in the WhatsApp group. Tomorrow I'll also put some more books and articles in the WhatsApp group. So please read that. That will give you more in-depth knowledge about it. And of course, Live to Win, Datta Gupta sir has got more plans. Bifin has got more plans, more modules. Some of it I'll take, some of it other trainers will take. But what I want to leave the last message here is that don't stop the process of learning. Continue learning. At our age, we are also still learning. There are a lot of things we do not know. Isaac Newton, who actually is called the father of science, he said that I feel like a small child beside the beside the ocean collecting pebbles. Okay, that there's a lot to learn. Please do not stop. Learn new things, apply those new things, and that will help you to grow, and that will also give you a satisfaction in life. Okay. Thank you very much. Datta Gupta sir, anything you would like to add?
Brilliant presentations. In fact, I am really impressed the way the presentations were made, and I think these presentations have satisfied you most, because at the end of the day, when the presentation is so good, it clearly proves that each and every one has absorbed your teaching so well. So really, it has been a fantastic presentation session. Thank you so much.
Fine. Nishu ma'am, if you would like to close the session.
And sir.
Yeah, Vinod sir.
Yes. Now my last word would be that we will be continuing our relations with you all, and we will be announcing this digital marketing shortly. Maybe next week we will be discussing about the dates. Nishu will be coordinating with you regarding the dates, which one would be more suitable. Then Nishu will announce that program as well. So that is what I just wanted to share with you. And I'd like to share with my delegate that now you are the ambassador. You are the ambassador of Bifin. You are the ambassador of of the Jayanta class and the Datta Gupta sir's leadership. So now you know that how we are running these course programs in collaboration with Jayanta ji and Datta Gupta ji. So now whenever we are announcing any courses, it is your responsibility to talk to your HR department, tell them that see the courses run by Bipin in collaboration with Jayanta ji and Datta Gupta are superb and they are of high quality, and we should be sending more and more nomination in those courses. Ultimately, you have to train your staff. So for example, now digital marketing. Digital marketing is equally important for all the branch managers, even at the head office and the marketing team. So it is applicable. It is required for all the branch managers. Because they are doing marketing, they are trying to win over the customers. So you can nominate as many as people you want to. So I'm here. Pushpaji is here, and Sankarji is here, and all of you are in Shreyaji is here. All of you are in the HR department. Many of you are in the HR department, and you know the quality of education that we are providing. So my message to you is that please convey this message to your colleagues who are there in the HR department, and whenever we are announcing this program, just let the HR department know that the courses offered by Bipin in collaboration with Jayanta and Datta Guptas are super. It's of high quality. So try to take benefit out of these courses, because we cannot run the same course again and again, and there has to be a certain interval, maybe 6 months of interval in repeating the same courses again. So now we are announcing this digital marketing course. Take the advantage of this digital marketing course. That would be a super exercise again from the Jayanta ji. With this, again, thank you, Jayanta ji, Datta Gupta sir. Thank you very much. Thank the delegates. Back to Nishu. Thanks, Nishu. Yes. Nishu, is there anything that you want to add?
Yes, sir. First of all,
you want to close
request all our delegates for yes, Pushpa ma'am.
I just want to add some words. Actually, I was looking forward to this course, and certainly it came from the Bipin HR Analytics course, and I was so glad, and I immediately gave my nomination for the course. And I'd like to thank Bipin and of course Jain sir and Siddharth sir for this opportunity. Thank you. And Nishuji also, thank you, and all the delegates.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Pushpaji. Thank you.
So first of all, I'd like to request all our delegates to please turn on their camera. So I'll just take a picture. So today, as it's the last session.
Nishu, just a minute.
Yes, sir. Yes, Sankar sir.
I have some personal questions to Jayanta sir.
Yes, sir. Most welcome.
As I already told on the first session that we are doing HR analytical data system in MIS. It's been around 2 months. Me, myself, and my team is working under this project. So I may have some questions asked to Jayanta sir. It's a personal request.
Yeah, most welcome.
If possible, then I can request you to be a consultant of Megabank, so that I can complete my project on time, because it's been already 2 months I'm working on this. This is the last month I have got target to complete all this project. So Jayanta sir, thank you very much. Siddharth sir and the team, especially Vinod sir, he has requested me to join personally, because there are so many people working in the HR department. He nominated me personally. Due to my busy schedule, I got the time to learn lots of things from the team. Jayanta sir, thank you, between him and all my friends, colleagues. Let's hope so to get next same training, or maybe different related to HR and anything else considering.
Shankar sir, please contact me over WhatsApp. Okay. Sometimes I am in class, sometimes I am in meeting, so I might not be able to take your call. So you contact me on WhatsApp, and then on a mutual agreed time we'll talk.
No problem, sir. We can get it tossed in the email also.
Yeah, email, WhatsApp, you can contact, and then we'll discuss it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sankarji, and for all other delegates, now we've already announced a course on HR. That is from Dr. Aryan, and that course is a certified course from Malaysia. So we've entered into an agreement with the Malaysian agency, and he is running that program. We have already announced that one. That course is also a certified course by the Malaysian government as well, Malaysian institutions. So please look into that course as well. And you can nominate some of our other colleagues from the HR department to attend that courses. And with the Jayantaji, we will be announcing this digital marketing. That is what we have already prepared and agreed on, and the course is ready. Only we have to define the dates. Once we finalize on the dates, then we'll be announcing that program. So please do join this digital marketing, and you can also nominate staff on the HR courses. That is already announced. That should be on your email already, or it could be in Shubho's email. So otherwise, tomorrow Nishu can send it again. Yes, back to Nishu.
Okay, thank you so much. As I can see everyone's camera is on, I'd like to request Gokul sir and Vivek sir also to please turn on their cameras.
I think Vivek sir is remaining. Vivek sir, are you there?
Yeah, I think he has some issue with the device or something.
Okay.
And his sound was also not clear at the moment.
Technology is a big problem.
15th days, yeah. Yes, Jayanta sir, you were saying something.
Just before the pandemic, I took away the smartphone from my son because he was becoming a mobile phone addict. And during the pandemic, I bought him a very expensive mobile phone because he could not attend classes. So this is the challenge of a pandemic and COVID and Corona. So we have to have good devices. We cannot help this. Everything is through device, mobile phone and laptop and computer.
Jyoti Life is very, very good in HR, and they are investing a lot of moments. They are fund in the HR development. Jyoti Life is coming up very nicely. They are our strategic partner as well.
Thank you so much. It's been 15 days. Today is the 15th day we are together. So thank you, Jayanta sir, for the wonderful session and sharing your knowledge. Thank to all our delegates for being so active. And we have the participants from Kumari Bank, Mega Bank, Jyoti Life Insurance, Sal Trading, Shangri-La Development Bank, Global IME Bank. We have a mixture of from every places. So with this also, I'd like to thank Datta Gupta sir and Live to Win for collaborating with BFIN. And we wish to continue this relationship and organize many more programs in the future. And I hope our delegates found this training effective and could learn something new from this program. So as Pushpa ma'am and Shankar sir already shared a few of their experience, I'd also request if any of our other delegates would like to share their experience with us, how was the training and any feedback if they would like to give. Vivek sir, Gokul sir, Manoj sir, how was the session?
I'm not sure, Nitiji. I'm not audible today.
Okay. Okay, so then I'll be sharing an evaluation link in our group. So I'd like to request all our delegates to please fill up that evaluation form so that we can do, if there is anything left from our side, we'll be doing better in the future for you and all. So thank you so much everyone for being here and being joined with us since 15 days. Thank you so much everyone. So this was from my side.
It was a great pleasure.
Would like to add, Jayanta sir would like to add, Datta Gupta sir.
Thank you. And, have a nice weekend and all the best. Maybe we'll meet in some other session, and I'll send some more materials tomorrow. So please do read. Anything you want to know, you just send a message in the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp group will be there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nishu.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Take care.
Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.
Good night. Good night.